transport, and other charges. Those are the ones which we want to cover today. So without wasting our time, let's go through it. We go under create purchase order. Okay. Yeah. Let's assume that we have a supplier of the materials which we want from the way up in the UK. So we create the purchase order here. Then from the purchase order, you go to, yeah, that is the supplier, John. You put the date. The date is second when we are creating the purchase order department. Let's say engineering. Okay. Currency GBP, British pounds. Okay. Delivery terms 30 days. Also, it has to come by ship. 30 days. Okay. Then payment terms 60 days. Okay, so that we take advantage of the strength and fortune so that we make a gain. Quotation is not applicable. Then we select the products which we are buying. Okay, we are buying that one. Yes. All right. So we'll stock it there. How many? 150 at 7.55 pounds. Okay. And the other one which we are ordering is this one. Okay. Right, we stock it in the same warehouse at how many are we getting? 166, 8.83 pounds each item. Right? Then butterfly valves. Okay. What we are saying is here we are ordering how many? 121. Yeah, so at 5.13 pounds. All right. Let's assume that these are the only item which we need. We can save the purchase order. Saved. Okay. If you want to print it, we can print it, but we are not interested in that today. Right? So let's assume that now we have received these materials. We just go under GRIN creation. Okay. Allow the GRIN to pop up here. So here, what we'll do is we'll put the date when we have received the materials and the purchase order, which is number 2. GBP is assuming that is 23.65. Okay, so now we select our supplier here. The moment we select our supplier, we expect the order value only to come to pop up, which exactly has happened here. So if these were bought locally, we could have saved it straight away. But in this case, we want to include also the cost elements such as freight, insurance, handling charges, customs fees, and other charges. So you simply come here, attach it here. Okay, this is where we attach those items. Yeah. If you check, the exchange rate has already come here, waiting for us to do the costing. All we need to do is to simply come here and select the GRIN number. The moment you select the GRIN number, the GRIN value comes on top there, okay, which is in pounds. These are 3,136 pounds, but we want to add some more there, okay. So here we come under freight. Let's say freight we have the 1,000 coming in, okay. Here we have 2,000. Let's say 2,300. Okay. Here we have 1,875 handling charges. Customs fees maybe 3,065. Other charges, let's assume that maybe it's only 560. Okay. Now we are done with our costing. The next thing which we need to do is to attach this costing, or shall I say calculate. After calculating, attach it to our GRI so that we have the full costing. The order value plus this cost element to give us the stock item. What we just come here and say, click here, right? It's already done. So you close the form now, okay? Since it's already attached. As you can see here, you can't see anything. So to see what we have attached here, you refresh the order, the GRI, just do it like this. Have you seen? It's attached now, okay? All these automatically attached. So where is the big problem? Nothing. These are straightforward. You don't have to worry anything. The next thing which you need to do, just save the GRI. That's it. So yeah, once the GRIN is saved, okay, it's okay. If you still want to look at it, you can still come here. What I'm trying to say, the freight at the time when you receive an invoice for freight, you don't enter the freight under the normal supply invoice. You have to use the universal accountant journal. What you are going to do is you are going to debit the GRIN suspense and then credit the exact creditor, whoever that person is. Insurance, same. Handling charges, same. Whoever you paid that. Customs fee. Now on the customs fee, let me explain something. If the VAT is not claimable, you are going to add customs duty plus VAT. It becomes part of your cost. Because if you are not, that means that if you are not able to claim VAT, if your VAT is claimable, at the time when you post the invoice or the acquittals for ZRIA, you are going to do what? Debit GRIA with the customs excise, customs duty only. The VAT part component, you are going to debit empty VAT. The credit, both the credit for VAT and the customs duty will go to ZRIA as a liability, so that when you pay, it zeroes out. In this case, you are going to debit ZRIA and credit your cash book. Straightforward. Okay, so that's what happens with those. So now I've explained how to journal out these cost elements. What about now the actual invoice there that we receive? That's the one which we are going to do. Okay, so save here and okay, exit here. What do we do here? We are going to say, okay, purchase invoice, where is it? Supply invoices, yes. So you come here and you say, okay, perfect. You select the GRIN number, which is that one. Then invoice date. Let's assume that the invoice date is that date. Yeah. Then document type is an invoice, right? Then the currency was 23.65, if I'm not mistaken. Invoice number, let's say it is GBT. Yeah, maybe that is the invoice number. Now here you simply select the supplier. That's all. Yeah. As you can see, it has only taken the order value, which is very much correct. Yes, because we are only dealing with the actual quotation or invoice which was agreed there at that point. Customs and whatever are not part of this supply, they go separate. You have to use the union channel, which has all those facilities for that. Okay, so at this time, this stage, we simply save it. Yeah, there's nothing to be done. So exit there, then you come here and post our invoice here nicely. Okay. Okay, select our purchase journal and the GRIN to match. Okay, so here we simply say post. Okay, that's it. All right, so it's complete. Yeah. All right, so we have done that. So watch this thing carefully. What we have done is that invoice. What we have done is we have debited the GRIN suspense and credited the Jones and the Jones. Okay, so if you check your trial balance, this is the way how it looks like. You find that whatever remains there will only represent the invoice which we have not posted for customs, which are the acquittals, handling charges, freight, and other charges, including insurance. Those are the amount which will remain under GRIN suspense. When we receive those invoices or acquittals, just route it there to zero it out, so that we create the liability on specific suppliers of those services. Okay, straightforward. So here, I just wanted the transactions for today so that we see how we are moving. So preview here, let's see whether we are going to have the GRIN suspense. Yeah, because there will be some amounts there representing insurance, freight, customs fees, handling charges, and other amounts. Wow. Okay. Yes, there we are. So as you can see here, yeah, this is what I was talking about. GRN suspense. Okay. Now, if you look at this, I've not yet posted the GRN. Okay. So now I did it deliberately so that you see what happens there. So now that GRN is still pending. I need to go and post it there. Okay. So now I need to post this. If I go there, I'll find that it's still pending. It's not yet posted. You see? See there. All right. So let's do it this way. All right. Yeah. Then approve. Yeah. This one is complete. All right. Yeah. Now let's go back there and see our TB again. Right. Okay. Yeah. So let's query it there and see what is going to happen here. Okay. This is exactly what I was expecting. You have seen that now we have the stock account now coming in because we have posted the GRN now to account for a stock. Now, as you can see, the GRN suspense is showing a balance of how much? 9,300, which is exactly the value of customs fee, freight, insurance, other handling charges. Yeah, okay. Those are remaining here. Once we have the invoice, just route it here, debit this account and credit specific suppliers. That's all. But at the moment, it's still balancing there. But this one is a reminder to say we haven't received the invoices for those specific items. As simple as that, as you can see. The other invoice, which is already received, is already accounted for here. You see 74. So we have a liability of 74,166.64. If I go under Jones and Jones, I'm expected to see the same amount here. Okay, supplier ledger here, right? Who is that one? Jones and Jones, all right. So Jones and Jones, this one, and here, creditors, right? And the preview here. This is what you are using, that 74. These are the actual pounds which we are using for costing there, if you remember very well. Okay, these are the values which we are apportioning to do the apportionment of customs fee, freight, insurance, handling charges, and the other charges. Okay, so you remember that 9,000 something that remains, we are using this value, this one. These are pounds. Okay, these are kwacha. So if you check here, this is the balance remaining, which ties up with our ledger. So this thing is very straightforward. Okay, you have everything. If you are not a cost accountant, you don't have to worry. The system will do the costing for you because some of these apportionment which I'm talking about are complex. You can't do it on your own. You need a system to handle those for you. Your job is to simply enter the values and issue a command. It ends there. So I have everything for myself there. If I want to go to the, what is this, age analysis, I should be able to get the same 74 for Jones and Jones. This is what we are owing that supply. That's all. Before the customs fees, handling charges, insurance, other charges, and the other transports, whatever it is. Okay, yeah. So that's the way how it works. We used to have another report called a print purchase book. Let's see if we can see something here. So this, let's see. Okay, now there we are. This is exactly what I was talking about. There are people who are more technical or more to do with the details. This report shows you now the analysis of the items which you bought from Jones. These are the items which we bought from Jones. The invoice number, product description is also there. Okay, quantity there. Cost price is there. Tax, if there is anything, is also showing there. Okay, this is the exchange rate there and the total value. This is 74 again. What more do you need? You have the purchase day book here. There is literally nothing to worry about it. Everything is there for you. That's all. You don't have to worry for anything. Everything is properly there. If you want a report like this, you print this and give it to your whoever wants it. You can put the same report in PDF or whatever. Yeah. So what I mean for PDF here is PDF here. You can take it to Excel where text there. Simple as that. Okay. So to come out from there, I'll simply close here. This is where we'll end for now. Happy New Year. Take care for yourself. Please give us feedback if there are any issues which are there. This thing which you are seeing, it was suggested by a client from where? From the copper belt. Yeah, he suggested that they needed something like this in an event where you don't have a cost account. Who is going to handle the cost account? And we have done exactly as the requirement. You need to thank or give a thumb to a person who is in Kipe for suggesting such a thing. Remember, CA Premium Accounting Package is actually a package for Zambians. It's the Zambians who are improving this package, not ourselves. We simply get their ideas and put what they want. And this is the reason why we are seeing all this. All these implementation are coming from the stakeholder. Many thanks to that gentleman from Kipe where we went at the end of the year, December 26, 2021. Many thanks to you, sir. This will help us a lot and many people are going to benefit from this. Bye-bye for now. But to